10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the ninth team battle organized by Khelo Chess India. I am into a game right now with Nikaru Hakamura from Gujarat Lions. So this is not so good position on the king side, guys. And you might be wondering that why I'm not speaking much. The reason is that I am having a bit of problems with my throat today, so voice is not that clear. So this is just a small trap I'm trying to set up here. That's why I played rook b1 just to play c4, and after that knight moves from d5. I think I can put my bishop on b4 and capture the rook on f8. But the knight goes to e7 and defends the rook on f8. Queen goes to f6. I think knight g5 is hurting now. h5, h4, knight takes f3, queen takes f3, pawn takes. We just try this move. If I'm just able to exchange the pieces and go in the end game, it might be manageable. But if now black survives and gets his queen into an active position, black might be able to win the scheme. So just trying for a draw over here, guys. I'm not trying to make some hasty moves or trying to do for an adventure. So it's a draw, guys. Let's check the standings for now. So Gujarat Lions is currently leading with 8 points. Chess Blasters is on second. Seven Stars is on third. Khelo Chess India is on fourth. Board Conquerors on fifth, and Black Knight on sixth. So yeah, so I was just trying to concentrate more and do the less commentary this time. So probably I was able to play slightly better as compared to the previous game. So let's just check quickly watch this game between Satya and Vikram Soni. Satya is from Chess Blasters and Vikram Soni is from Gujarat Lions. Satya is 1914 while Vikram Soni is 1733. So this is again going into a closed system. Knight f6, g3, h6, bishop g2. So in such cases, guys, white is lining up to play e4. Yes, that's that's what I'm saying about the e4 pawn is now coming to the party. He will try to exchange. Oh, that's an extra piece, a simple trap missed by black. So after this, it should be an easy game for white. Just he or she will try to exchange the pieces and go into the end game. End game will be favorable for white as white has an extra piece. F6, no, E6 is hanging. So knight takes E6 and now exchange is gone. So this is completely winning for black now. Let's just go back to the tournament and check another game. Uh, Next game is between Swapnil is leading from 7 star online players. He is not playing a game currently. So let's move on. Manav is from Gujarat Lions playing against Mahesh Singh from Board Conqueror. So d4, knight f6, c4, e6, an Imzo Indian. Knight c3, bishop, knight c3, d5. So it has transposed into a queen's gambit declined. Knight f3, bishop b4, bishop g5, knight d7, pawn takes, bishop takes c3, pawn takes c3, pawn takes d5, and knight goes to e5. Castles e3, h6, bishop h4, g5. This is something that black shouldn't be doing right now because white has not yet castled on the king side and he can play h4 to exploit this castle, weak castle. Bishop d3 and h4 I think is, oh, he has castled. Okay, let's just check what's happening. f6. What about f6? f6, bishop d6. Bishop will be put back on the e3 right after f6. Bishop d6, rook e6, and then rook goes back. e3 will be hanging, so I think f6 should have been played here. e3 could have, black could have got e3 pawn. So knight takes e5, f takes e5, bishop e6, rook f6. Rook has got a very good position now. King g7, queen h5, and h6 is now hanging. So rook h8 to defend the h6 pawn. Rook doubles in the f file to attack the f7 pawn, and queen g6 is mate. But let's quickly go back few moves and just check how the game progressed. Queen h5, rook h8, rook f1, queen e7, rook g6 check. An excellent sacrifice, guys. Look at this sacrifice. Rook g6 check, a very nice sacrifice. And after f takes g6, queen takes g6, and it's a check and mate. So I can see a comment from Mayank Hinge that audio and video is clear and of best quality. Thanks for giving a feedback, Mayank. It's very important that I understand that the broadcast is of good quality so that you all are enjoying this broadcast. So let me join back and try to play a game. So there are a lot of chats which are going on. Yep. Okay, so they are just asking how each others are. So good to see the players interacting with each other, asking each other how they are. So even now you can see one, two, three, four, five, six, six players from Gujarat Lions in top 10. Today 34 players are playing from six different teams and competing to win this team battle. So let's just check one of the games now from the top board. Satya from. Okay, so I've got a game. I am white here, so let me just play e4, e6, d4. I think this is the same line which we had yesterday. Yeah, knight e2 I think is played here to support the d4 pawn, and queen b6 I think pawn takes, and these two knights are supporting the d4 pawn very nicely. So now the real middle game begins. I'm just trying to give away the b2 pawn here. I want to take control of this e5 square, so I'm just trying to use a tempo here to play b4 and b5. I think knight a5, knight c4 is playable, but I want to put my knight on e5 here, and then this probably this knight can come to f4. So knight e5 and knight f4. So this is the battle, guys. You should try to understand when high-rated players are playing, grandmasters are playing, how they are handling these positions, and how what approach they are taking, so that they end up with a good position. So this is where I am ending up with a difficult situation. How to continue from here? Let me just capture the knight and put the knight back on g4, because I don't want to put the knight back on f3. That would mean that I have lost my tempo. But right now this is not bad at all. I am getting an active knights here. Now this b5 pawn is hanging. That's what my worry is currently. So just to save that pawn, I have to play queen to e2. And now rook c8 threatening this c3 pawn. Let me just play c4 here. But d takes c4, bishop takes c4, rook takes c4, queen takes c4, bishop b5, and bishop takes f1. I think is uh, nice for black. So I won't capture it. Let's try to attack the h7 pawn now. So there are too many pawns left at black's position, so I have to make sure that I could get some good attack. If I won't get a good attack, then probably I will end up with a very bad position in the end game. Bishop c6 is playable. Let me just put knight on e3, attack this rook. Now bishop c6 probably. Oh, rook to h4. Let me try attacking the rook. Now there is a nice trap. If I play g3, then bishop c6 and rook h1 mate is possible. So I have to take care that I don't fall in that trap. Let me just try to develop a piece here. Time pressure, time pressure. Queen d6. There is a mate on. To play f4 here. Queen goes up, and now I think rook f3. Rook f3. There is a problem with bishop c6, but let's try to capture this bishop. I don't like that bishop there. Knight f7. Yep. Queen h1 check is a deadly check now. I'm just trying to hold on as much as possible, guys. Knight e7 check. I'll capture the rook now. Blunder. That was a blunder, guys. It's an interesting endgame, guys. Very interesting endgame. So nice ending, a nice game. Let us pause for a moment and check who is leading from the team's perspective. So Gujarat Lions, as expected, are dominating the tournament now with 30 points, but not dominating exactly. Chess Blasters right on the track with 30 points, neck to neck. We have 7-star online players from MPH Chess is leading from 7-star online players. He is one of our admins with 6 points and followed by Khelo Chess India. We also have board conquerors, Black Knight, and let's just check who is leading from the individual score. Satya is leading with 1930 rating with 16 points. MC Padilla from Gujarat Lions is leading with 12 points on second position. Kagua Master is from 11 points, and then Gujarat Lions dominating all the way till 10th position. Let me join back and try to play a game or two again. But these are good games, whatever are happening right now, whichever games you are witnessing now, these are good games, guys. So, and there is something you can always learn from these games. So, until I get a game assigned, let's just check one of the games. Oh, I got a game with Swapnil right now. Let me just play. He's playing Karo Khan. Let me just play B3. So, this game I'm just trying to play a bit aggressive without concentrating much on the mm, opening principles or the opening lines or following the rules by the book, you can see. So I'm just trying to play out of book. Queen to a5, interesting. So I was just trying to castle queen side, but black has played queen to a5. Bishop b4 is coming soon. Okay, let's see, bring it on. Bishop b4 is going to come soon, guys. Once you have decided to go out of book, you can't go back and play from the book. It's either book or out of book. Castles, interesting option. Let me continue my attack. Look at these knights. A knight on a4 and knight on h4. How many times in number of games can you see such positions? It is very unfortunate, or we can say that unlikely that these two knights will end up in this way. I know g6 is coming. I should not have played h6, but let's see. I just want to use this bishop. I want to open up his diagonal. Play g6. Come on. Oh, he has not captured. He is just fearing. So there is a fear of this bishop. This bishop, the fianchetto bishop on b2 was cutting this a1 h8 diagonal, and it created probably some fear in my opponent's mind, Swapnil, from 7-star online players, and that's why he didn't play g6. That's okay. If I get a chance, I'm going to sacrifice my rook on the f5 and just eliminate the defender. It is actually a bold step. That actually is a bold step. Let me play rook h5. I want to capture the c3 pawn. Oh, that's a mistake. No, okay. So if queen takes a2, I can capture the c3 pawn. I thought the bishop is trapped, but c3 pawn has no support. Right. So queen cannot move now. I can put my queen on c1 and just try to capture the c3 pawn with the bishop. Interesting. Let me attack the hanging knight. NV3, a sham sacrifice. I think it's a mate, right? Queen g5. Yep. Let's go back to the tournament and play another game. Okay, let's wait till the next game gets assigned. So right now, Gujarat Lions, as expected, is on top of with 38 points, followed by the Chess Blasters, Board Conquerors, then Khelo Chess India, 7 Stars, and Black Knight. Let's check one of the games from Narendra Mudliar. He is from the Chess Blasters. He's playing with 2273. Excellent. That's going to be a good example. So Narendra is white in this case. E4, E5, knight F3, knight F6, knight C3, NC6, bishop B5, bishop C5, castles D6, H3, H6, D3. This is going into like a symmetrical opening. The bishops on C5 and B5 are going to make the difference in the position. Both knights are on queen side now. Bishop on A7 is well placed as compared to the bishop on C2. So bishop E3 is the right way to challenge that bishop. Both players are playing safe. Oh, but there is going to be a discovered attack on queen, right? If pawn takes pawn, knight takes f5 was possible, but okay, black wants to go for a solid pawn structure here. Yeah, I think that should give an edge to black now with the extra pawn in the f file, and the bishop is locked out on c2. h4 and bishop h3 probably. It's some active square for that bishop. It's not helping any way to attack, but even bishop f5 is possible now. So in such situations, guys, when you are pawn down, what do you like to do? All the viewers out there, do you like to exchange the queens or you like to build up the attack and play? Now this situation, you are a pawn down. White is pawn down. You are playing from white side. How will you approach the game? Will you put your queen on f4, get your queen